pasta salad for dinner, and I wanted to, while I was doing that, catch up with you because I haven't picked up the camera in a few weeks, not since the Greenpoint day, which is crazy. So I'm just going to catch you up on what's been going on in my life while I make dinner for my wife and I. So the first thing I need to do is wash my hands. So I got protein pasta to make. So let's start by boiling the water. I also got like cucumber, tomato, pepperoncinis, artichokes, and I think I have a shallot to put in. Okay, so going to fill a pot. Water is on the stove boiling. I'm gonna add some salt. I'm adding a lot of salt because one time Wishbone Kitchen implied that we never add enough salt. Like she said, in general, people don't add enough salt. So while that boils, let's chat. Today is Monday. I finished work. It's 5:30 now, so I'm going to start making dinner. We were in Washington State over the weekend and we got home late last night, technically this morning. Our flight was supposed to leave Seattle yesterday at 11:30 a.m., but it ended up not leaving until 5:30 p.m. It got delayed for like such dumb things. Like we got to the airport at 10 and they said they couldn't find a gate for our plane. They said our plane was there, but they couldn't find a gate. And then a few hours later, once they found the gate, the crew timed out, which means they've like hit their they legally cannot work anymore. They've hit their hours for the week or for the day. I'm not exactly sure, but they timed out, which meant we had to wait for a new flight crew. So we had to wait for them to finish their flight and land and everything and then come over to ours. So that was sad. Because we left at like 5:30 p.m. We landed at JFK at I think 12:45 a.m. So we made up some time, but then we didn't get into our taxi until like 1:45, and then we got home at around 2:30, and then by the time we, said hello to the cats, finished getting ready for the night, like lightly unpacking, like chargers, toiletries, whatever, it was probably 3, and we both had to work today, so slept till 9, and Betty honestly was interrupting me the whole time because she missed us, I guess. When we first got home, she was acting like she didn't know who we were, which is very typical of her. She does this sometimes. But then once we were asleep, she was like, oh my god, now I know who you are. I remember this. I remember you. And was like, let's hang out, let's catch up, come on. And was just meowing nonstop and jumping on me. And Amanda has to work Amanda had to go in today, and so I wanted her to get more sleep, so I kept trying to appease Betty, but nothing I was doing was working. And then of course, when our alarms went off at 9 and we got up to work, she passed out and slept for a long time. But yeah, that was our travel home story. A few months ago, my grandpa passed away, my dad's dad, and he lived a long life. He was 95 when he passed. We were in Washington. The memorial service was held on what would have been his 96th birthday, so that was cool. He lived a really long life, and I know it meant a lot for my dad for us to go out there. So we were out there for the weekend. Both of my parents grew up in Washington State, and I grew up in California, but now live in New York. That's why it was there. They technically grew up in Tacoma, which is really close to Seattle. So that's where the family events were. And I kept telling people I was going to a family reunion because I just feel like that's easier to say than funeral, because then people feel obligated to say sorry, but then it's like, it's fine, like he lived a happy life. You know what I mean? We got into Tacoma Thursday night, then we were there Friday and Saturday for half the day, and then we went to Seattle for the rest of Saturday and left Sunday morning, or we were supposed to leave Sunday morning. Obviously didn't leave till Sunday evening. Just Amanda and I went into Seattle on Saturday to explore because she hadn't been to Seattle before, and I haven't been since I was an adult. I grew up, you know, visiting my grandparents since both my parents are from there, but I hadn't really spent much time in Seattle proper. So we stayed by Pike Place Market, and Seattle is a very interesting city. I don't know how I feel about it yet. You know, does that make sense? I need more. Oh, you have pink towel. I'm trying to peel this shallot to see if it's good. But while we were in Seattle, we stayed by Pike Place Market. We stayed at this place called the State Hotel. It was actually quite nice. If you're ever in Seattle, you can check it out, maybe. But it was just, we mostly picked it because it was right downtown, and we made it so we were able to do a lot of the touristy things. We got great weather, and we had an amazing omakase meal close to Pike Place Market called Sushi Kashiba, and I don't think I've done like proper omasake before, but this was so good. It was great. And I was so brave and I ate a fish head. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna cook the whole thing. 7 servings per container, that's pretty crazy. Should I not cook the whole thing? I'll cook a good amount, because I want Amanda to have leftovers, but I guess the whole thing is maybe excessive. Okay, I left just until here. I don't know how much that is. No. Okay, I set a timer for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So, in the meantime, let's chop our veggies. I haven't even told you guys this yet, but we started birding, and it's been so great. I know that sounds like so nerdy, and I don't know if it is, but it's so much fun. Like, it's just amazing, and nature's incredible. It's not gonna be too much shallot, but enough, I think. Definitely enough. So today I was birding. Before this, I was up on the roof, and right now, I don't know exactly when this all happens, but late May and early June, these birds called American kestrels breed in New York, and they make their nests in like existing cavities. So they have been making their nests in like air vents and building structures, like on top of water towers. I guess they've been doing that for the past few years. I got into birding because one of my neighbor's birds, and she is always birding on the roof, and when I'm up on the roof, I talked to her about it, so we got into birding, and so she was telling me all of this. We're new to it. I guess the past few years, the kestrels at this time of year have laid their eggs and had their babies in a building next to where we live. I was up there looking at them today, and I think I found their nest the other week, last week before Seattle, when I first saw the kestrel. she was telling me about where she thought they were going to be laying their eggs and where their nest is. But then when we watched the kestrel fly, it surprised us by not going. We didn't know exactly where the nest was, but I think I found it today, and I saw 4 males. I'll try to insert the photos that I took through my binoculars. It's kind of hard to tell, but you just gotta trust me, I guess. Here we go. I'm going to chop the cucumbers now. The shallot's done. The pasta keeps kind of boiling over, but it's okay. So, anyways, I saw 4 male kestrels today. Either there's like multiple families, which I guess is true, or it's like the babies hatched, you know? And my birding friend wasn't up there. And I wish I had her number. I think I need to get it because I wanted to ask her these questions. Because she would probably know more than me. But I'm so excited to tell her that I think I know where their nest is. Because I saw a female and I was able to identify her. Male kestrels have like blue in their coloring, but females don't. And I saw one of them, believe is the female, because she didn't have blue. And she was all alone, and I feel like when I was watching the 4 together that I think, or they were all male, they were like kind of playing and fighting at each other, you know, like puffing up their chests and kind of flicking their tails. I don't know, I feel like I saw a mom. I'm guessing the mom. And I think she was on top of her nest. It's hard to get a good look because my binoculars only zoom in a certain amount. So I need to talk to my neighbor and see if she sees that and if that's the nest. But I just think it's so cool to like observe nature, and it's just amazing. Birds are so cool. The kestrel is a falcon, technically, and it's the smallest falcon in North America. Generally the most seen, something. I'll insert their wiki page just so you can pause and read. I did not bring my binoculars to Washington, and I wish we did, because when we were in Tacoma, we were on the water, the Puget Sound. So I kind of wish we, oopsies. I kind of wish I could have birded there. Okay, I need to straighten this. Okay, this might be a crazy angle for you. Okay, I'm gonna run some cold water over to stop the cooking. Okay. I just want them to cool a little, so I'm gonna leave them in here while I chop the tomato. Cukes. Amanda texted me that she's going to head out now, so her commute's usually like 30 minutes, so it'll definitely be done by then. Tomatoes are kind of hard for me to cut. Okay, great. Do some artichokes. honestly, I'm just gonna do all of them. I love artichokes, oh my gosh. Every time I get them, I'm like, yum. Okay, I love artichokes, so I like them just in kind of big chunks. So I just kind of roughly chop because they kind of disintegrate anyways. Need to move some out of the way. I don't know what it is. They're just like so good to me. So much so that I have a tattoo. This is also how I feel about hearts of palm. But I don't get those that often. Might need a bigger bowl. Most of the veggies are cut. I'm going to wait to do the pepperoncinis till my own dish, or maybe I'll chop them. I'm gonna chop them and put them in a little dish for me because Amanda doesn't really like them. I got medium heat ones. I would have gotten spicier, but I kind of want her to try them more. These are so good. Okay. I actually did not even check if I had any in the fridge. I don't. I feel like it's a good item to just like keep on hand. I just have a little on the side for me. And I did end up getting a new bowl. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit first. Okay, I got a bigger bowl and rinsed it out. And then let's put the pasta in. It's still warm, but that's okay. It'll cool down. I'm going to take the vegetables, which are all in here, and toss those in. And then for the dressing, I'm so excited. I got the drizzle grazza today. We've been using the sizzle for a long time, probably like a year. And we've been wanting to try the drizzle, but I've just been waiting. The sizzle is like the one you cook with. The drizzle is a finishing oil. Oh my god, it smells so good. We are basically out of the sizzle, so I got a refill today, and it comes in this little can because you don't really need multiple squeezy bottles, and I just think that's so cute, and like, it's cute marketing, but it also works. Okay, now anyways, I'm going to season. I'm gonna use some of this drizzle olive oil. Start with that much, and then also have lemon. Probably do half of a lemon. That was probably a lot, but honestly, it's fine. And then some minced garlic. I know I should mince it myself, but you can't do everything. Minced garlic. Salt. I did salt the water, so not sure how much of that I need. and pepper. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to tongs to mix. Really get everything mixed in there. I might have done too much lemon, oh no. It's good. It needs more olive oil and probably more salt and pepper. But I remembered that I also got mozzarella pearls to add in, so let's do that. What is this good through? Let's break those up a little bit. See how that's looking. Oh, this is looking good. Needs more mozz though. Okay, it definitely needs more pepper. And maybe a little more salt. I just got pepper like all over my hands from that. Okay. Okay. Yum. Now I'm gonna cover it and put it in the fridge until Amanda's home, and then we'll eat it. Okay, now we clean up. Pasta salad, extra toppings. That's all. I don't know which one we'll use. You wanna open it? See? Looks yummy. I wasn't sure if you liked pepperoncinis, so I didn't put them in.
Okay.
Okay, two exciting updates. One, the pasta salad was so good. I'm debating having some more right now, but it's 9:45 and I don't really need it, so I'll probably just not. And the other exciting development is that I went back up to the roof to show Amanda the kestrels, and our birding friend and neighbor was there, and we hung out with her and her husband for a bit and talked about the birds. And then we exchanged numbers because she had said she called our doorman so that he could call us to tell us to go to the roof because she was gonna go to the roof. So we figured exchanging numbers was a more efficient way to keep each other posted on the birding. So that's an exciting update. Yeah, thanks for making pasta salad with me.